Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you something different you can do with the remainder of your jars if you don't want to make any scented tarts. I'm going to show you how to layer the candles as well. If you'd rather just make yourself one more big jar out of all of the jars you have. As you can see, I've got quite a few here I've saved up for this video. I've got Happy Spring, Goose Creek Sugared Cinnamon Donut, Sicilian Lemon, April Showers and Peeps. You also need to get, you can do it this way, you can get a couple of candles and you can pull the wicks out to use them for the new candle, or you can from certain shops just buy wicks to make candles with. I couldn't get there in time this week to make this video and get the new wicks, so I've just made my own couple. So get the jar that you want to start the candle off with. So I'm going to be using Peeps as the main jar for this project, so you need to put it in the boiling water. And you need to wait for that to melt so we can then place the new wicks in and let it dry. I'll fast forward the video until the wax is melted and come back to you. The jar's now nearly finished melting, so what I'm going to do is take it out. Obviously you have to keep an eye on it the whole time it is melting, and always be careful of how you take it out. I'm just going to place it right there in front of me. You need to remove the old wick, so for this I'm going to just use these because I haven't got anything else at the moment that I wouldn't want to get wax on. So very carefully just try and remove the old wick. Okay, as you can see, it should come out fairly easy. It's all melted, and I'm just going to place it on the bit of kitchen roll that I've placed there. Now if I just move that back a bit more so you can see what I'm doing. That's all now turned to liquid in there. We've now got all just Peeps, and normally I would take that all out and put it into a tart case, but today I'm going to try and do this. So what I've done is I've got two wicks because these aren't as thick as the normal Yankee candle wicks. And I'm a bit worried about how well they'll burn. I would have preferred to get the proper wicks from where you're making your own candles, but I just didn't have the time to get there. So I'm going to peg them on there and try very hard to actually balance them. There we go. So the bottom of the wick is dipping into the liquid. I don't know if you can see it down there, that's better. You might find a way that's easier than using pegs. This is just because I'm trying to be a bit quick today to show you how to do this. There we go. Obviously try and get the wicks fairly even where you're placing them. I think I've got a couple of uneven pegs here. There we go. But that one just doesn't want to go in, but there we go, we've got it. Right, so they're now both going into the melted wax. I'm going to have to wait for that to go solid again, but while I'm waiting for that I'm going to refill the water in the saucepan just to make it a bit higher, and then I'll start melting another candle, and hopefully by the time that's melted and that's gone solid I'll be able to show you the next step. Our next layer, April Showers, has now turned all to liquid. I've had to leave it standing there a bit longer, that's why I can just pick it up with my hands because it hasn't actually been boiling for a while. The wax from Peeps took a little bit longer to go hard than I thought it would, but I did quickly put it in the fridge just to make it speed up the process a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to pour April Showers on top of the Peeps to start getting the layered look that I'm going for. I'm going to try and leave the pegs and the wicks exactly where they are, I've already taken the wick out of April showers, so it should just simply be pouring it in. I'm going to move Peeps over a little bit. Make sure you keep a tea towel on this because the bottom of this is still hot. You obviously, I don't know if you can see, you will get some soot go through with this, like when you make the scented tarts, but it's quite hard to avoid that when you're using the last of a jar. So just be very careful and just simply pour in the rest of that wax. Try and get it all if you can. And then there's another jar, nice and empty, which can be cleaned out and used for some other things. But now, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to try and lift that really carefully. You can now see there's 2 different layers in there. So all I'm going to do is quickly put that back in the fridge to try and do it a little bit quicker and get the next layer on. You have to be really careful because if the wick falls back in, it's a bit hard to get it back out when it's that liquidy. I'm just going to leave that in the fridge for a little while. I'll probably give it 5-10 minutes before I start boiling my next candle. I'll probably try Sicilian lemon next to get the next layer, but I'll continue this again in a minute. I've taken the candle out of the fridge now after about 10-15 minutes, and it's set a lot quicker than it did before when I was just waiting for it to go naturally. As you can see, we've now got 2 nice layers of Peeps and April showers, and the wicks are still being held up by the pegs. I'm going to burn Sicilian lemon next and pour that in, but what I'm going to do is my last 3 candles, I'm going to quickly burn them off of camera and get them poured in here and set, and I'll show you the end results. Obviously I won't get very high up today with this, but it's just an example of what you can do instead of making the wax tarts, but I'll skip forward now to the end. So I've used all the jars that I had available. As you can see, we've got some nice layers there. None of them have melted into each other. They're all quite nice colours. We've got our 2 wicks there, nice and solid in there. You do have to fidget about with them a little bit and make sure they stay fairly even. I probably will fill this all the way up before I start to burn it. This is the first time I've ever done this myself, so I probably will fill it all the way up, do a little clip on what it looks like, and then do a review on it once I've started burning it. Now you can see you get a little bit of splash on the side, but once you fill it all the way up, that'll go. But I just wanted to give people another idea really of what you can do rather than making the wax melts, if you like to try and save that last little bit of wax in your large jars. But thank you for watching. Sorry the video quality hasn't been the best, but I just wanted to get this out there and show everyone. Thank you for watching.